Woodcraft, helping you make woodwork.
Hi, welcome to Woodcraft. I'm Joel. I'll be talking today about the Easy Wood Tools line that we have available here at Woodcraft. Easy Wood Tools has made it literally easy for us to get into turning of all ages, from youngster up into old. The technology has advanced quite a bit. For example, we're going to first talk about the Easy Chuck that just came out just a couple years ago. The great thing about the Easy Chuck is several things. Just feed it right on. The chuck itself has a hand tightening ability that you can just easily turn it to get your project in there nice and tight. The next thing that they have is the snap technology that's very easy. One of the tools that they provide with you is a 1/8 inch hex ball chuck key. You just simply stick it in the hole. As you can see, there are 4 holes per 4 jaw. In, up, and pops it right out. And pops right back in and locks into place. So why is that better? Well, I know that when I'm working on a project and I'm into it and I need to change my jaws out, the last thing that I want to do is take this out, get the screws out, put in the next piece, then make sure I've got it in all right. Now all we have to do is simply pop it out and pop it back in. Locks in place, you're ready to roll. The new thing that they've come out with this year are the cold jaws. Also the snap lock technology. And it goes from 1 foot, 12 inches, up to 20 inches in diameter. And the bumpers that come with it, they also have a 2-inch bumper that you can put onto it as well, just allowing you to do larger projects. So, any questions before I move on?
Are you talking about 2 different cold chucks in size?
Yeah. Yeah, it's your standard cold jaw will come, and it comes about 12 inches, and then there's an extension piece that locks into that allows you to get up to 20 inches.
Does that come all in one piece, all one box?
I believe the extension piece is separate because most people won't want to start out with a big one. They'll start off with the smaller one and move forward. I like the ability that they have that gives you the 2-inch bumper pieces so that it really locks into your larger pieces and whatnot. They also give you a 5/16 hex key, which allows you, and you can see some of the other brands also make this, which allow you to go ahead and tighten it up as you go to your next project. Now, the other line that they've come out with and been famous for are their Easy Wood tools. We have a rougher. Most of them come with the square head, which are carbide, by the way. You've got your finisher, round, and your detailer, which is diamond shape. Now, great thing about these tools, your standard tools, these will outperform them right off the bat. These stay 30% sharper than your standard tools. Also, your standard tools, you're going to have to sharpen in between projects sometimes 120 times before you have to replace one of these heads. Now the great thing about most of the tools are there are 4 sides. When this side goes dull, just loosen up the nut, turn it 1/4 turn, tighten it back up, you have a brand new tool. And when these go dull, just replace the head, 14, 15 bucks, that's all it is to move on. Now what I like to do is when this goes dull and you can feel that, Sharpie the end of it. Then turn it 1/4 turn, and then once you get to the point where you've turned it 4 times, you will have 4 Sharpie marks and you know it's time to move on. Any questions on those two? There are 5 different sizes currently. There's the starter set. There is the Mini set, the mid-size set, the full-size set, and the Pro. And the difference between that is depending on how far you want to go over your tool rest, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, and you can get that. The tools also tell you right there what cutter that you need if it needs replaced. In a lot of cases, you'll have a CI3, there's an O, there's a CI5, as you can see, all different sizes, but it will tell you when you get to the point to really replace this head, you just go right on to your local store or online orders and order the CI3 or the CI5 or whatever it is that you need for that, sir.
The colors, is that the size of the handles? Or?
You know what? I don't think so. Nick, do you know, when I started buying these tools a long time ago, they were all this color. And I believe that it's just the color, good point. Now I remember, the color is your tool set. So your rougher, your detailer, your
More like a warning sign?
well, yeah, if some people are more color oriented than whatnot, and they need to grab their rougher, then they're going to grab the red. If they're going to, if they need the finisher, they're going to grab the orange. Then some of the specialty tools, they went with the primary, the natural color on these. And these, by the way, are the hollowers. The hollowers are for, if I can, don't have a bowl with me, but that allows you to get your outside. You'll go ahead and what I use is the finisher to get down my blank to where I need to go, and then get it in as much as my. Then you start in with the hollowers, and those will go right on in and give you your depth all the way through. What I like to use this one for is this one primary. It's got just a slight bend in it, and that's going to go right on in and define how deep I want to go inside my bowl. And then from there I can move up to step 2, which is a slight bend, and that allows me to go on in to get even a greater angle, and then I will finish off with the full bend, which allows me to get actually right up underneath the neck of the hole. And one of the bowls that I have done was so thin that it would ring when I flicked it. I mean, it was just paper thin. It was beautiful. And you can do that with these. These tools are slightly different. They're wider here. This allows you to hold this at more greater control on working in the bowls on the inside.
For making the wood lampshades, you can get us that thinness.
Perfect. Also, gives you the cutter name on the side. And the newer tools, not these, but the newer tools will also tell you how far you're allowed to go over the tool rest with this tool. Let's see. Let's get a piece of wood on in here. Yes?
What's the 3 principles you need to keep in mind when using the tools?
Well, you need to keep it level, for sure. Safety, always watch what you're doing, because these suckers are sharp. And what would you say the third one is?
Flat,
Well, yeah, flat.
dead center.
Dead center. Finger tighten your project. What I do is I was just explaining this to one of our viewers. I keep this slightly loose. Then I can put it on the dead center on the tail end. Then tighten her on up. Easy Wood Tools makes it easy to start off with square, get to round, which is most people's objective, but I like to use the finisher to do that task. Ride the bevel. Easy Wood Tools also makes a chip guard, which would be really handy right now. And a very comfortable smock where everything just kind of flows right off of it and doesn't stick. Smell it. Smell it. One thing about this tool here, the rougher, the one thing that I highly recommend is if you purchase a rougher, make sure you buy the R2 blade. It's got a 2-inch curvature on it, 2-inch degree, which allows you to kind of really rock on it. If you kind of go in there and try to rock on this, it'll just hit the corners and it will just end up completely just marring up your project. So I happen to bring another one. This is the MIDI with the R2 on it. Just to show you kind of an example, with the square blade, I can come right in, which is great for doing tenons. If you're doing pens, especially the European pen where you need to cut a tenon, this is perfect for that. There's not much I can do that except create that really crisp look right there. Then the same tool with the R2 blade, I can come on in and I can roll it across there. Just like you would with a pen. When you're creating a pen, you're not, you know, unless it's one of the slim lines, you want to give yourself a little bit of a curvature, really nice feel in it. Perfect tool for that. Just allows you to rock it across. And it smooths out your work very well. You got to be careful, because I have noticed that, especially while working with acrylics, you go from wood to acrylic, you got to be careful with these tools. Test it. Go softly, because depending on how sharp it is and how long you've used it, you can just barrel right through it, and you'll have your pen all over your shop. The one thing I have noticed about these tools, when you get them, it does not take long to master these tools. So much so that they become an extension of your body. You will go into your project, you will grab the tool that you need, you won't even thinking about it. You'll be thinking about the angle that you want, the bead that you want, whatever that your mind is creating, and you will just grab the tool and you will do it. And you will find that these tools are versatile. They'll do a lot more than what they're originally designed for.